Good morning, friends. It's about 11 a.m. It's Monday, and you know it's my day off, so I've got some things to do today. So this is a great recipe. I don't even know if you want to call it a recipe. How about just a dinner idea for you on a busy day? Like I can throw this, I've got my trusty handy dandy slow cooker, and this is a great meal that I can throw together and let it cook, and I can do other things. So I want to share with you, I've got one head. I bought a small head of cabbage, and look at all that cabbage. Now I like to cut it a little chunky like me because I don't want it to cook away, and you know this cabbage is going to cook down. So it was a little head of cabbage I got for $1.85. I got this little pork loin here. I love pork and cabbage cooked together. I think it's delicious. I love that juice and the cooked in the cabbage. Yummy. Got this for $5. So for $6.80, I'm cooking a huge meal. Listen, that's just as cheap as a fast food meal going through that drive-through. And it's healthier and it's low carb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this loin, because it has that beautiful little fat side there. Just like me, little fat side. Anyway, I'm going to take this and just brown it up in the skillet. Use whatever kind of oil you want to brown up that beautiful skin. And then we'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to do. So we're back. So here's this beautiful little pork loin. I just browned it up on both sides, as you can see. I just used a little bit of bacon grease. Just about a teaspoon. Use whatever oil you want. It's your food. So what we're going to do is I have my little slow cooker here. You can do this in a pressure cooker, slow cooker, crock pot, whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to add a little bit of chicken stock to the bottom. Just about a half cup, so my roast isn't setting directly on that pan, so it doesn't stick. So I'm just going to lift this pork loin. And here, look, I browned it on both sides. Oh, wait, don't she look good? Isn't she pretty? All right, little Miss Thame, little Miss $5. There you go. So we're just going to put her right in the roasting pan. And what I like to do is I like to put that cabbage in around the roast. Okay. Stuff it in there, because you know that cabbage is going to cook down. Go. Hoping to get it all shoved in there. Now I did season my roast with some SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. Okay, shove all this in there. Just as long as I can get the lid shut, that's all that matters. Go. All that in there. We don't want to leave any of our friends behind. No, no, no. Now, to this, you could also, once your cabbage cooks down, you could take a couple of potatoes and slice them in half and add them in. If you're not doing low carb. Go. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now. You've got cabbage all around that pork roast. There we go. Doesn't that look yummy? Now, this may be taboo, whatever, but this is what Krista do. I'm going to take that juice, that little bit of bacon grease, and those good pork juices, and I'm going to pour it right over the cabbage. Now listen, this is a hillbilly thing, so if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do it. It's fine. It's your kitchen. Do what you want to do. You don't have to be exactly like me. Really, you should. Just kidding. So we're going to do that. Next, we're going to come in with some more chicken stock. You don't have chicken stock, water is fine, because that pork roast is going to make beautiful juices and cook that cabbage, and it's going to be so tasty. I'm going to say probably about a cup of stock. Like, you know, cabbage really cooks down and has a lot of juice. So there we go, that in there. Now I'm going to take like a coarser sea salt for that cabbage. I'm going to kind of take my fork and get down in there a little deeper with the salt. Get it all salted. So this isn't necessarily a recipe, as more of like a dinner idea. Now, probably eat a couple days off this for like $6.80. You know, you're looking at a couple bucks per meal if we eat this for 2 days. So there we go. Just gonna add some nice black pepper. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder. Now, by all means, you could chop up real onion and put in there. I'm not going to today. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Simple and delicious. Sometimes the best recipes are the simplest recipes. There we go. All right. Yum, yum, yum. Go. That up a little bit. Give it a little mix. Should have brought some tongs over. All right, here we go. Pork loin and cabbage. Going to go into the slow cooker. I'm going to let it go all day. It is now 11. I wanted to get this on sooner, but I've been busy doing stuff. I'm going to let this go till this evening and have it for our supper, and I'll come back and show you when we get ready to plate it up. Hope you have a fantastic day, guys. And once again, thanks for visiting my little country kitchen. Bye, guys. Thanks. So here we go. It's dinner time. The dogs are very curious as to what's in my magical pot. So we're just going to take this out. Now, I did turn it down a few hours ago because Brock likes his pork roast to where we can slice it. I like it a little mushier and a little softer. So we'll just kind of compromise. See, it's still super tender, but it's still able to cut with a knife. Look at that pretty $5 pork loin. Isn't she a beaut? There we go. I'm just going to slice that off really quickly. There we go. Now I'm going to hit this with a little bit of salt. Sorry, grab the salt. A little bit since it's been roasting. Go. And then we have that delicious cabbage in here. I'm gonna take some of it out and put it in the bowl. Brock's out in the garage, so I'm gonna yell for him and tell him that supper's ready. But here we go. Here's that cabbage, that delicious soft cabbage. That oh, here's a piece of pork. I'm gonna get that hunk of pork in there. That cabbage that's cooked down in that beautiful pork broth. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So delicious. I wish you could smell it. It smells like cabbage. It also smells delicious at the same time. So I like to add a little more fresh pepper, a little more pepper to the pork. I'm going to come in with a little bit of butter here, put right on top of that cabbage. And you know I'm going to taste it. Mmm. So delicious. The pork loin is soft and tender. Little bite of that. Perfection. Dinner's ready. No fuss, no muss. Left it in here while I did chores today. Delicious, low carb dinner for $6.80 for the whole shebang. Divide that up in several meals. Listen, that's cheaper than a fast food burger. All right, friends. Thanks for spending time with me, and I hope you had a fantastic day. Bye.